So Andy, I need some wisdom today. How do I become a better creator, like today?
Intelligence, you are a great creator. But before I boogie, here's what I'll say. You know what media is? It's very simply the acquisition and monetization of attention. That's all we're trying to do when you post on the internet. And the more you post, the more your face gets in the algorithm, the lower your risk gets, the more likely it is that you grab attention. So when you turn your television on Sunday, are you watching the ZFL, the AFL, Vince McMahon's XFL? No, you're watching the NFL because of that IP that they've built. And that IP of NFL has lowered their risk. They know how much attention they're going to get next year because they've got historical data. All of us are so new at creating content. We're just throwing things on the internet like this post didn't do well, this post didn't do well. So, again, what is media? Media is the acquisition and monetization of attention. So when Creators Inc. is posting and trying to get attention, we're in the talent management business. We want to sign creators and manage them. That's how we monetize all of this stuff that we're doing on the internet. The show Hot Ones, right? You would love to have a
Yeah,
YouTube show or your podcast to be as successful as Hot Ones.
yeah.
When you think of Hot Ones, what do you think?
Uh, Funny, wings, celebrity.
Do you
Uh,
think of the bald guy, Sean Evans?
no,
You don't?
not
I
really.
do.
Oh,
He's the
really?
host of the show. Like if you took Sean Evans out of that show, you'd think the show would still be the same?
For sure. I think certain people could do a better job than him, to be completely honest.
Okay, well, anyway, Sean Evans is just the host. He doesn't own Hot Ones. It's owned by BuzzFeed. And BuzzFeed is actually trying to sell Hot Ones for like a price tag of $70 million.
No
dollars.
way.
And it turns out that they make about $7 to $10 million a year selling hot sauce. So the show has revenues, and I guess they're, trying to get a 10 times their revenue payback from it. I don't think anyone can buy it at that number for a couple of reasons. Number one, you don't want to be the person who buys Hot Ones and it stays the same, right? You would be buying it to grow it, especially if you're going to stick yourself in a $70 million hole. But if you don't get Sean Evans with that show, in my opinion, it comes with a lot of risk. Because, like I said, like, do you watch the NFL or do you watch the BFL?
Oh, it's
Like,
his show for sure. If someone bought it and replaced him, people would be like, "Why?"
well, right, but it's not his show. He doesn't own it. He's merely the host. Somebody else conceptualized it, owns the IP, and
Oh,
he's the
really?
host. Very similar to
Oh,
the whole shit that you saw with Caller Daddy and, Dave Portnoy back in the day. So I guess
oh,
something to think about for an intelligent creator is really what you're doing with your media is trying to capture attention and then monetize it, however you can figure out how to monetize it, whether it's through brands, whether it's through selling a book, whether it's through OnlyFans. And the importance of solid brand and recognizable IP. So the more we think about things clearly, I think the better you get as a creator.
now, quick question before you do skedaddle. Uh, do you think that posting more exclusively and seeing your face less is like, oh, I missed him. I'm gonna watch what he has to say now, rather than seeing someone's face every day and it's the same old song and dance. Like, I'm gonna keep scrolling. Like if you didn't post in a while and I see your post, I'm like, oh fuck, I haven't seen him in a while. Like I'm gonna pay attention to the duration of the video rather than if you see the same thing every day, it's like, oh, I know what's coming.
No, I think that the quality of your content is what matters, not the
Mm,
quantity. So a high quantity of quality content is great.
okay.
Posting dog shit content because you feel the need to post, that's
Yeah.
probably bad. So I know where that question's coming from. That question's coming from celebrities who like purposely like will go to parties for like only 5 minutes when they don't really have anywhere else to be because they're limiting accessibility. Like big, like the Toby Maguires and
Yeah.
the
What's
Tom
going?
Cruises,
Yeah.
they don't do Dunkin' Donuts commercials because it lowers their brand equity. So they don't
Exactly.
get the $50 million movie deals anymore. So scarcity for those people might make sense. When it comes to posting content, like if you posted less, no, it's more likely that people won't be familiar with your face, and posting is free. So you want to post, but don't post dog shit. Don't make your brand just be some fucking dog shit ass post because you're like, oh, I want to post for the sake of posting.
Yeah. That's what I
That's
feel.
probably
That's what I struggle
detrimental.
with.
That's detrimental. When people think of Marco and, your brand on the internet, it should be associated with something great content, either provocative interviews that you're doing with celebrities or value things that are valuable to people.
Yeah.
But, I think that it's probably better not to post if you don't have something good to post. I don't think there's any, I actually think it's probably detrimental for people to post for the sake of posting.